Fuck, there we go, okay. Thanks. God, could you imagine if I did like a whole goddamn stream like muted? That would fucking suck. Oh my god. Anyways, hi. Yeah, to go over what I was babbling about, I set the arm up, as you can see. I spent like an hour doing that, and I was gonna be really pissed off if I just started stream and I loaded in and it wasn't fucking working. I was gonna be so mad. Yeah, I don't know why, the microphone capture fucked up like that. That was weird, and that didn't show up in any of my test recordings that I did. So that's very strange. But you know, say lavy, as they say. Yeah. Anyways, this is I've been doing. Hang on, I'll just show you what I've been doing. So this is I've been working on a mod. For a little video game that I like called Cattails. And Cattails is real cute. It's quite literally just you are a silly little cat in a little colony of other silly little cats. And yeah, you're just doing a little kitty cat thing. Stuff happens, but you know, it's like kitty cat stuff. I'll show you this one, because I like how this one came out. Yeah, so basically the characters have little talking portraits, and to, I guess as a, here, let me, to better illustrate what I'm doing here. This is what the character looks like in the base game. They have like a very realistic style. It's very cute. But in the game files, it's one of those games that it lets you just like look at the assets that the game uses like as you're going through it. So you can literally just go in the folders and replace the image with your own image, and then it'll pop up and use that image instead. So instead of looking like this, they'll look like this. Do you understand? Do you see? I say that like it's rocket science. It's not. But yeah, I had always wanted to do a, I guess a redraw of, like, all of the cats in my, style, particularly in the anime hair cats style that I like to do a lot. So, I have been very slowly and diligently, going through the characters and everything. I haven't done my favorite characters yet. I'm saving them for the end. I wanna leave off on a bang. Right now I have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them completed. Which is, you know, good progress, but I still got a couple more guys to go through. So yeah, we'll see how long it takes, but this is a project I've been working on for a couple weeks now. And it's been a ton of fun. It's been very relaxing. Excuse me, I had a sip of my water. Yeah, I don't know, I was just working on my art, and I was like, oh, you know what I could do right now? I think I could stream it, and then I can, like, blab for, like, a long time, and, like, everyone just has to, like, deal with it. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Alright, I always wanted to do, art streams, but, I don't know, I always worry that I'm not, like, what's the word? How do I word it? How do people say things? How do people, like, speak? I don't know, I worry that I'm not, like, entertaining enough to, carry an art stream. I always feel like maybe I should, like, put on some YouTube or something, and then, like, you guys can, like, watch like a separate video of somebody else being way more funny than me. I don't know. But I try. I try my best in this, all I got. Let's see. I also decided because, what's that? I have tried this particular project, at least 2 other times. And both times I got a bit too big for my britches. And I tried to go for a very overly detailed style. I think I actually have some examples of the older ones that I did. If I look through here. Yeah, I do. So here's an example of that character I was showing off earlier. It's cute. It's super cute. And I kept the same general like hairstyle and everything. But as you can see, I used a lot more like gradients. There was a lot more like effects going on. There was a lot more lighting and shadow work. And here, let me just bring up the other one again to do a direct comparison so you can see what I'm talking about here. In this new iteration, I basically just went from, you know, actually putting like effects and gradients and like, you know, trying really, really hard to make it look nice to just fucking getting it done. I still did like a couple fun things, like, you know, that little like the little shading there to like indicate a little bit of a floof. But, you know, in general, I kind of just wanted to avoid the problem that I had with these ones, which was I was taking too goddamn long to do everything. And also I kind of wanted to redo them because some of the ones that I did initially didn't have like a great sense of personality, and I felt like the colors I used weren't great either, like it's kind of washed out. And then like this one, I feel like I got a bit more vibrant colors out of it. So, you know, it's not like rocket science or anything, but it's a little easier for me to crank these out in this style this way. So yeah, this is like my 3rd time doing it, and I'm really hopeful that this is the time. This is the time that I'll finish this project and not just get like tired of it halfway through. Okay. So each of the characters has like a handful of expressions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of them, typically. And so that's me having to redraw the same character 9 times, which... Redrawing things is not exactly my forte, which is, you know, funny for me to say as a comic artist. But if there's anything that I can draw like a million times over and probably never get bored of, it's definitely cats. It's definitely always going to be cats. I don't know what it is about cats, but they're just like... it's like cats, they are just so cat. You know what I mean? They're just like, yeah, I don't know, you put a cat in front of me and I'm like, oh yeah, my day's immediately improved. So like, oh, that's the wrong one. Is that the right one? I don't know if it is. Is it this one? There it is. That's it. Ugh, like an idiot, I went and played around with some of my settings on a different drawing I was doing. I've been doing a couple different art projects so far. Oh, I missed this spot. Hang on. There you go. The arm, now that I'm realizing, the arm is probably like way in the way of everything too, so it's probably not the greatest. I keep like glancing up to make sure that the arm isn't like super like not tracing where my mouse is. It's kinda not, but I don't mind it kinda not. I just want it to vaguely look like it's doing the stuff that I want it to do. Do you know what I mean? Do I have anything to talk about? Do I? I don't know. I didn't really think that far. I was just like, man, I could stream! And then I did it. I made this shit too easy, man. I made this shit too easy. Ooh, ooh, Excuse me. Hydrate yourself. Drink water. Okay. By the way, I only have the one, fucking words. I only have the one music track right now. But I'm gonna be looking for more music soon to play for these kinds of streams, because I feel like it's gonna be boring if it's just like a forever loop of like one singular song. I don't know when that's gonna be because I am broke right now. Like, oi, I have like fucking $9 in my bank account right now. Like, that's how broke I am. So, you know, it's gonna take a while for me to find some music tracks to put on. I guess I could put, like, copyright-free songs. But, like, not a lot of them are good. Except for Tom Lehrer. Tom Lehrer is good. But, he's different. Okay. There we go. There is my boy. My boy. By the way, in the actual game, none of the characters actually have, like, a canon, gender. So I'm drawing them not with, like, a canon gender in mind, although I do have, like, genders that I assign to these characters. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, it's kind of bugging me that the fucking arm isn't, like, perfect. Hang on, god damn it. I spent, like, so fucking long fiddling with this thing, and I was like, it's fine enough. And now I'm looking at it, and I'm like, it's bugging the shit out of me. Okay. So... It's still off! How? How do you line this fucker up? Good god. This thing needs to come with, like, an instruction manual. Good lord. Oh, it's getting closer. Oh, it's getting closer. Schmectical difficulties. Oh, it's not one of my streams unless there's, like, a moment where I'm just, like, fucking with shit. Okay, that's, like, hang on. God. What's wrong with me? Ugh. No, I don't want to click on the CSP, I want to click on the fucking... Hey, baby. Fuck. Okay, how do I... Oh my god. This is redonkulous. This is unprecedented. Okay, it's getting closer. It's getting closer. I'm getting there. I'm in. Okay, there we go. Like that. Now let's see if it'll do it right. Is that close enough? I feel like I want to fuck with it more, but I want to get back to drawing. Okay, fuck it. Whatever. I'm gonna draw some more. Whatever. I feel like every time I load up a stream, like, something breaks or something isn't going the way I thought it would, and then, like, everything is, like, fucked. That's why you label your stream stuff in entertainment, right? So people can look at you failing and go, ah, that's funny. Did I? I did! I forgot his whiskers. Hang on, I forgot his whiskers! His whiskers! Oh god, I got a fucking pop-up on my... No! Fuck off, Norton! I don't want you on here! Go! Leave! Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, it'll work, it'll work. And then I gotta export it again. But yeah, this is a project I've been wanting to work on for like a really long time. Partially because this game is very like modding friendly. Like they even include like instructions on like how to add your own character and like, you know, stuff like that, which is very cool. I really like that kind of stuff. So I had wanted to add characters of my own to it, but the thing is, I cannot and will not ever draw in a realistic style. That just ain't me. So my options were the cats are either gonna all look really, really different from each other and that's gonna bug the shit out of me the whole time, or alternatively, I redraw everyone and then everyone that looks harmonious. And that was the one that I wanted to do. That's the one I've always wanted to do. So, yeah, this is the project I've wanted to do for a very long time. And now I'm finally getting to it. And I'm finally actually getting, like, to a point where I'm actually, like, making good progress on it, which is, like, crazy. Because, like, the 2 other times I tried to do it, like, it just never panned out. And it's like, I know why. It's because I put too much on myself. Like I always do. And then... this guy's head is kind of like that. It's kind of like... So, I don't know why I did that noise. Don't question me. What the fuck was I talking about? What was I saying? Oh my god. Whatever, you don't need like a narrative to what I'm talking about here. Oh, by the way, oh shit, I didn't, I saw you guys talking in there, but I didn't, notice, like, the pop-up. Did chat pop up on screen? Did it do it? Or did it not? Because it's supposed to now. If I set up Streamlabs right, it's supposed to. But I don't know if it did. I was too distracted with chatting to notice. Thank you. God. Ah. I thanked myself for remembering a word. That's really good. Yeah, I don't know. Life's been a little stressful lately. Obviously, with the financial troubles that'll happen. I thought about maybe selling my Switch to, like, get some, short-term money. But, oh, it did pop up. It's just really, really small. Fuck, hang on. Let me fix that. Yeah. I saw it just out of the corner of my eye. I saw it pop up. Is there a way for me to... There's gotta be a way for me to, like, edit the, like, ratio of this thing, right? Because the way it is right now, it's like a square and it's not, like, letting me distort that. How do I do that? Oh! Do I, if I make it like that, is that gonna do it? Yay, it does! There we go! There we go! Okay, so I can make it much bigger that way. Here we go, and then, hang on, I'm gonna test. Test? There we go. Okay, yeah, okay, so how do I fit it in there? Alright, well, I'll fucking, whatever. I'll deal with that proper on a later date, whatever. But I can at least see it. I saw it, so I've been like fist fighting with Streamlabs ever since I started trying to use it. And it just, for some reason, it does not like me. It does not like me at all. So I just keep ending up, like, looking like an idiot as I'm fighting this fucking program because I don't understand it. I'm a weird old man now. Garlic, this character, Garlic, is, like, really hard for me to draw because he's, like, a flat-nosed cat, but all of my cats are already looking like flat-nosed cats. Like, fucking, how do I distinguish him from anybody else? And as with most things that I do, I just kind of try and wing it and hope for the best. Yeah. I hope you enjoy my ba-da-ba-bas. And then I wanna... No, god damn it. Ah. I'm gonna start barking on stream. What was I even saying? I wanted to do this project for a long time. It's really cool seeing my artwork in the game. What else? Oh, the only issue I have so far with the game currently is that I have not yet figured out. I know how the game generates the portraits for the kittens that you have in the game, because you can have kittens in the game. You can romance another cat, and then you can have kittens. And then because the cat is the kittens are like semi-based on your cat, and then they're also semi-based on whatever cat you married. So the kittens are like, their appearances are generated like through like layers and stuff. So I know vaguely how the game does it, and I know the file names that the game does it with now because I looked in the forum and the developer put the folders in there, and so I was like, cool. But I still don't know exactly where those folders are like generated from, so I don't exactly know how to integrate them into my mod yet. But I'm really hoping to figure that out because I feel like that would be so freaking cool. See my art like totally in the game, and like it would fit better. Like there wouldn't be that weird discrepancy of like, oh, every cat fits the style except for the kittens. You know, like I am really I've been digging through the files to try and find it. So I'm freaking determined. Man, I am absolutely determined to figure that shit out. There we go. Now he's looking a little bit more good. Now he's just looking somewhat himself. Yeah, this character is hard for me because all of my cats are looking like the flat-nosed cats. Eh. I have a terribly hard time with keeping characters consistent. Yeah, legit! It's like a whole- they have like- it's- okay, you know what is so cool about this game? It isn't even just like, oh, there's like romance between the cats that's like crazy or whatever. That is crazy. What's extra crazy, also it's bugging me that the chat box is so low, I'm gonna rise it up a little bit. What's extra crazy is that the fucking, like, each of the characters that you could romance, it isn't just the fact that you can romance them. A bunch of them, not all of them, sadly, but a bunch of them also have, like, rivals that also fight for their attention. So if you aren't, like, quick enough on the draw, you will have another cat swoop in and marry them before you can, which is nuts. Because like the last time I saw that kind of thing was the Harvest Moon, and like Harvest Moon hasn't done it in ages because everyone fucking complained about it because Harvest Moon fans are babies. they don't like real cinema. which is the game. It's the romance game, baby. You gotta fight for that love. It's actually so funny because my two favorite cats in the game romance each other. And I think that's so adorable. I'm always stuck between like, oh, I want to like marry the one and the other one I want as my best friend, but then like I see them together and I'm like, oh, my heart. So it's like, oh, I don't know. That's actually one of the reasons why I wanted to add my own cats into the game, was so that I wouldn't have that conflict. Like I could just like romance my own like custom cat, and then like those two little lovebirds can just be over there, and then it's cute and it's adorable, and I don't have to feel bad about it. It's such a good game, man. If you ever freaking play Cattails Wildwood Story, it's so good. It's such a good game. It's silly and it's cute and it's like, it's cats. It's cats, man. How can you not love a little game about being a little kitty cat? And getting to there's like a lion spirit that's like the spiritual like guardian of your little colony. And there's like mysterious shadow cats that are appearing, and you gotta like fight them. It's like it's fun. It's cute. It's fun and it's cute. One of these days, I'm gonna have to play Cattails on stream. The only issue is I want to play it with my mod, so I gotta finish my mod. I gotta finish doing the art. Ah. I've always been a big fan of the first game too, because it's actually a sequel game. Um, and technically, even then, the first game was even kind of a sequel game, sort of. It depends on how you look at it, really. So the main developer made a very long time ago made a Warrior Cats fan game. Excuse me. Maybe a killer part. Crazy. Yeah, a long time ago, the developer made a fan-made Warrior Cats game, and there's all kinds of fan-made Warrior Cats games out there. But this one was interesting for a lot of reasons. You got to have your own custom cat, which isn't always the case for Warrior Cats fan games. It was pixel art, which was very cute, and it was really impressive. Like, it was a full-fledged, like, game. I'm not saying other Warrior Cats games are not full-fledged. I would even argue that with the current state it's at, ClanGen is probably the most developed and complex Warrior Cats fan game ever made. But at the time that the original game was released, which I think it was called Untold Tales, I think. I always forget the name of it, but yes, this original developer made what is essentially the most fleshed out Warrior Cats game of its time. And again, I'm not shitting on Warrior Cats fan projects, but a lot of fan projects fall through. And the fact that it was like a full-fledged game with all these characters and like it had all the basic stuff that the Cattails series eventually had, which is, you know, like you get to be your own cat, you have all these skills that you learn in like a sort of a skill tree, you can romance these other cats, and then like have kittens with them, and then you can train your kittens. Like it was very like ahead of its time. And then the developer started working on a second version of it because Untold Tales was built on basically spaghetti code. It was very much like the developer's first major like foray into like a full-fledged game like that. Obviously this is me saying it secondhand, so like, you know, I might get details wrong. Don't like quote me. Don't like use me as a source or anything. I don't know the guy personally. But from everything I've understood about researching this game, yeah, it was like that original Warrior Cats fan game was very spaghetti code. It was very like messy. There was a lot of like just unnecessary coding stuff that like as he became a better coder and a better developer, he was just like, oh, I can redo this better. So he did. But this time, all of that effort, he decided to put it into an original IP. So it's the same basic premise of like, ooh, cats, and you're living in like colonies in the wild and stuff. But he wanted to do his own like thing on it, which, you know, respectable. I also have my own stories that used to be Warrior Cats and are no longer Warrior Cats. The first game was... Yeah, the first game was basically the same basic premise as Untold Tales, I think? I don't remember the name. The Warrior Cats fan game that he did. And it used a lot of the same like sprite artwork, and it was very like I hate saying primitive because that sounds like really like rude. But it was a kind of a simplistic game. But it's still honestly really great game. Like I feel like it still holds up really well if you play it like today. But the development of the sequel Wildwood Story was very much kind of like further refining, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm making any goddamn sense with that. It's like when you go through multiple versions of a project, right, as a creative, you often start off with like a really strong idea of like, oh, it's this is gonna be this and this is gonna be this, and you know, like it's all gonna be like perfect and everything's gonna flow right together. And then you put it together, and then you realize like, huh, it's okay, you know? And like, so you kind of have to go back to the drawing board and be like, okay, well, I only feel okay about this idea. How do I improve upon it? You know, how do I change it to make it better? And I know that well. I go through that with like every project I've ever done. I'm going through that now with all of the major projects I'm working on. God, Graveworth Point, which is you're not gonna know what that is yet. It's a comic I've been working on for quite a while now. And I haven't released any of it yet because I have been trying to find like an opening for the story that like is really like that really makes me happy with it. And it's been a bit of a struggle in that department. But it's a lot easier right now than it was when I first started working on that story. Because that story is like so extremely different from what it was like in its first iteration. In its first iteration, I don't think you could even like look at what it's like today and like recognize that it's the same. Like maybe you could. But I feel like if I didn't like show it off and like tell you like this used to be Graveworth Point, and then like you look at what it is now, there's no way you would be able to like see that those were even the same. Do you know what I mean? And that's kind of how I feel like what happened with Cattails as a series was like, it started off as like a fan-made thing, as many stories do. They start off as a fan work, and then you get a little too invested in all the original stuff you add in, and then suddenly it's your own original story. Hang on, I need some water. I was feeling my throat like, oh god, like getting dry as a desert there. But yeah, like you start off with an idea, and it changes over time as you work on it, and I feel like that's very much how Cattails came to be, and especially Wildwood Story. Like you look at Wildwood Story and then you compare it to the very first like fan-made Warrior Cats game that he did, and it's like, man, I cannot believe he like came this far. Like it's so different, like tonally, visually. Like Wildwood Story got like legit artists to work on the portraits. That sounds really mean, sorry. What I mean is like in the first game, the characters still had like character portraits, but the developer had to make them himself, and he's very much, you could tell, he's very much a pixel artist, like a sprite artist, but not necessarily a like an illustration artist. You know what I mean? Like somebody who can make like really awesome assets that look really, really good and awesome, Um, but then you tell them to like draw like, oh, draw a picture of like a cute little cat, and they might not draw it so good. Do you know what I mean? That sounds so rude. You know what? I take that back. That sounds so fucking mean. I do not mean it that way. Words are hard. Words are hard. I don't mean to be like a bitch. Like, oh, fucking art elitist over here. I'm just trying to explain. Yay. Anyways, I'm proud of the guy because for Wildwood Story he was able to afford like cool like illustrations for the character portraits, and like they look really awesome, and like there's an opening movie that plays when you open up the game. Like it's awesome. It's great. It's so cool. Yeah. The worst thing about me, like, not being very good with words is, like, I'll try to compliment people like that, and it just ends up sounding like I'm being fucking mean. I don't wanna be mean. I'm not trying to be mean. Oh, yeah. Oy. Yeah, Cattails is good. I like Cattails. I'll play it for the channel one day, one of these days. Not anytime soon, I don't think. I want to at least finish the portraits for the main cats before I consider starting a game of it on stream. I could do Clan Gen though. Clan Gen would be fun to do a thing on stream for. Although Clan Gen, I don't know if it's like the best stream. Oh god. I did an earnest impression and OBS was like, stop! Oh man. Hang on. Sorry. I need to mess around with something. Hang on. Oh, that was such a gross noise that my throat just did. Okay. It's fine. We're good. What the hell was I saying? What the hell was I saying? What the hell was I saying? I don't remember. I don't remember. I have so many goddamn art projects going on right now. Like, I'm working on my Clan Gen comic. I'm working on Graveworth Point. Even though nobody has seen it yet, nobody knows what it is yet, but it's gonna happen, I swear to God, it's gonna happen. I'm working on this. What else am I working on? Oh, I'm working on my sci-fi bugs. Did I ever, like... I don't think I ever went over the sci-fi bugs, like, at all, anywhere. Did I? I don't think I did. Because I feel like I've given, like... Did I? Wait, hang on. Now I'm thinking about it. Did I ever give, like, descriptions of the projects I am working on? Do you know what I'm working on? Like... am I just yapping here talking about shit that, like, nobody knows about? Oh, it's Floof. It's Floof. It's Floof. Don't forget it's Floof. Where is it? This one? Yeah. No. There we go. No. Alright. That's another one down. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I ever went over any of the stories that I've been working on at all. I don't think I gave, like, even a general description. Because I know, I wanted to make, like, a video, talking about, like, talking about my Phoenix Clan comic, just to, like, introduce it to people. But then I never got around to doing that one. It was one of the, many video ideas that just kind of ended up falling to the wayside, as I, you know, was getting busy and, like, working on other stuff. And, Ann. Okay. Yeah, did I... Okay. I didn't talk about Phoenix Clan because I wanted to save it for a video, but that fell through. I don't think I've talked about Graveworth Point because I wanted to wait until there was actually comic to read. That's right. My Magical Girl story is barely off the ground. Like, I barely even have concepts done for it. My Sci-Fi Bugs story. I keep calling it my Sci-Fi Bugs story, but I finally got a title for it. So I could talk about it. I could, like, make a video about it. But, like, there's so many things that I've been meaning to make a video about, and I just... Something's up with me, man. Something is, like, wrong with me in the head. Oops. I don't know, would that be something that would interest you? Is like a detailed, like, I don't know, maybe not detailed, but just like a plot summary rundown of, like, the projects I got working on? Because, like, I could talk about those all day. But I don't know... Like, I don't know if the interest is there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if anybody would be, like, interested in hearing that kind of thing, or if they're just like, shut up and, like, talk about stupid stuff like bagels or, like, I don't know, TV. He's got his little tongue out. Flip. There we go. Sorry, hang on. I just gotta something. Ah! There we go. Okay. There we go. You guys are hearing the music that I got that's like safe for streaming. But I have my own like music playing in the background and I just want to switch it out. I know there is like ways to to stream like licensed music during a stream, but I really just I don't want to deal with because YouTube copyright system has always been fucking bad. So I don't want to play with fire there. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to risk it. I don't have something better when it's detached. Okay. Maybe one of these days, if I do a stream where I'm just yapping, that's when I could talk about my stories, maybe. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay, good. And then that one has a yes. Okay. Okay. How long has stream been going on? About an hour now. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I like to periodically check and see how long we've been going on for. Just to see how stuff's going. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's good. It's fine. Okay. Boo, 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 boo. Look at his little tongue. That's cute. This might actually warm me up to this character, because I mean, listen, no offense. I get where what they're going for with this character, but he's such a freaking downer that I'm just like, ugh. Every time he talks, I'm just like, man, lighten up. But I get it. I get what they're going for with him. He's like depressed. And it's like, I get it. I'm right there with you, buddy, but like, I don't know, man. You want to lighten up a little? Sounds rude. But I'm drawing him really cute, so I feel like I'm gonna have a hard time being mad at him that way. You guys can't hear, but I've been obsessively listening to the Enna Dream Barbecue soundtrack since I played. That was a fun stream, by the way. I hope to do a couple more gaming streams soon. I've been meaning to stream more, but stuff's been really hard. I've been job hunting and still settling in after a big move, and yeah, it's just a lot. I need to find time to do my hobbies again, including the streaming. I would feel like music from a game would be pretty safe to play on stream, but I'm not gonna take that risk this time. Maybe another time. I only say that because this track is banging. It's really, really good, and I want you guys to hear it too. But yeah, I don't want to take that risk right now. I just want to relax, draw some kitty cats. I'm hoping to finish at least one cat's expressions, and I'm hoping that by doing it with an audience, it's gonna encourage me a little bit to finish these guys better. By the way, this tool, the Erase Along Edge tool, life-changing. Incredible. It erases everything within the borders of a line that you mark with this little like lighthouse looking icon. And like, I don't know, I've been using it for a while now, and it just speeds everything up so much. It's so nice. It's so nice. Cause I don't gotta, I used to have to like worry about like coloring stuff in and making sure that I got everything. I watched, God, the other day I watched a speed paint that I had taken of one of the first times I had used Clip Studio Paint when I just got it. And like, don't get me wrong, I did good on that. Like, it was a good usage of Clip Studio Paint. But oh my god, I went and like colored in everything by hand, and it took forever. Even in the speed paint, I'm just like, oh my god, get it over with. I don't know how I did that. And I did that. The craziest thing is I did it for my sci-fi bugs. Like, they have probably the most detailed designs of like any of my OCs. And somehow, like a crazy idiot, I went and like did that. And I don't even know how I did it. I can't replicate it today. If you asked me to like sit down and like actually like color something by hand for like hours and stuff, I would simply die. I would simply just explode and stop existing. Oh, gross. Ugh. That was a nasty burp. Yeah. I really do have to, like, do a plotline summary of my story ideas at some point, because I feel like so many of my story ideas are really cool, but then I get it in my head that, like, if I talk about it, it's gonna be less cool. Like, people are gonna be, like, less hyped up by my stories when they're not, like, a secret to be kept, do you know what I mean? So I keep wanting to, like, hide my stories, and it's like, man, I don't know. I want to talk about Graveworth Point, and I want to talk about my freaking sci-fi bugs, and I want to talk about my magical girls, and I don't know. I want to talk about all this shit, and like, I worry. I guess my two worries are that people are gonna get bored if they hear all the details. And then my second worry is that people are gonna hear all the details and go, that's really stupid. And I know you just gotta get over that as a creative, but it's so hard to get over. I know I gotta get better about that, though. I gotta just stop letting myself be, like, afraid. You know what I mean? I get it in my head that everyone's gonna hate what I do. And I never actually give anybody the chance to, like... Come on. OBS, what are you doing? What are you doing? OBS, what are you doing? Stop. whatever you're doing. Right in the middle of me having like a fucking heartfelt moment too. I'm just like talking my heart out, talking about my like fears and worries about like being a creative, and OBS is like, you don't need to talk about that shit. Boop. Like just fucking like what a dick. God, what an asshole. You're a dick, OBS. Why are you doing this to me? Boy. Anyways, yeah, I fear that as a creative, people are either going to hate what I do completely and mock me for it, or they are going to just completely dismiss it because they heard spoilers. Those are my fears. So I gotta get over that. I gotta get over that. Boy. I feel bad for my boyfriend right now. He's at work, but it's not even like a normal work day. I mean, I don't want to share a bunch of like incriminating like personal details, but he works for a company that I'm not gonna say much, but they do go to conventions, and it's Anime North right now, and you know, we're in the Toronto area, so you know. He's there and he's working it. And it's like, I've been to Anime North. It's really fun if you're there to attend. But if you're working it, God bless your soul. Oh, you poor sweet thing. Yeah, I feel bad for him. I hope he's gonna be okay. He's gonna come home really late. That's gonna suck. And it's gonna be the whole weekend. He's gonna be busy. But in the meantime, I can stream, so you know that. I'll use you guys for artificial company. I say that as if I don't have fucking roommates up there that I can just like knock on the door. Hey, do you want to hang out? Actually, if you don't mind for a second, I'm going to quickly have a bathroom break, and I'm also gonna take the time to grab some water. So I'll switch to a BRB screen here. Take the time to also do a bathroom break if you need, get some water, get some snacks if you need, you know. Get comfy. I'm gonna be here for a bit. So I'll be right back. Ugh. Man, I love that I have the BRB screen and stuff. Like, I love how that I have those. But I really gotta figure out how to fucking do scenes transitions in OBS. I still don't know how to fucking do it. And none of the guides that I read helped. Anyway, so I'm back from my, sabbatical there. What the hell was I gonna say? I came in here, like, wanting to say something. And I've completely lost it as soon as I got in. Oops. Oh, I remember now. So I got some pizza here that I'm eating. It was takeout that we had, the other night. And fucking... I love my boyfriend so much, but he had this moment where he calls me and we have like a very serious discussion about, like, you know, money is very tight right now. We really need to work harder on getting me a job because right now I'm unemployed and I've been looking for a job, but it just hasn't panned out yet. So we had a very serious discussion of, like, maybe it's time that I try harder than I have been. Because I've definitely been dragging my feet a little bit on it. But I'm like, okay, yeah, we gotta do that, we gotta get on that, yada yada. And then he immediately, after immediately talking to me about, like, oh, you know, money's tight right now, we should really think about, you know, being more careful with our money. He immediately hits me with, by the way, we're ordering pizza. And I'm like, huh? What do you mean we're ordering pizza? And I'm like, dude, you just went through all this shit to tell me that, like, we're struggling, and I hear you and I see you and I agree with you and I want to help us, like, get out of this. And your immediate response is, pizza? Like, damn. I mean, I know it's one pizza, it's not gonna kill us, but, like, it's hilarious to go from, like, oh, you know, we're really struggling, we gotta, you know, be careful, to, ah, let's splurge. It's like, damn, alright. What's that? So yeah, if you suddenly see me, like, doing a random chewing motion, it's because I got pizza with me. That's why. What the hell else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that was another thing I wanted to talk about, or I guess ask. Well, I guess I could do a poll. I don't know. I'll ask here, but I'll also put up a poll. How about that? Would me just, like, yapping about my story ideas be of any interest? Like, would that be something that would bring joy to you guys? Or would that just be, like, distracting or annoying or whatever? I'll put up a poll about it later, but actually, you know, fuck it. I'm not doing goddamn anything. I'm drawing. That's all I'm doing. I can fucking put up a goddamn poll. It's not that big a deal. Hang on. Let me fucking do that right now. Where? There. Click. Here we go. Ba-ba-da-ba. Ha. Oh. This is gonna be so bad to watch on the stream back. Alright, there you go. What? Gotta set that up again. Okay, there we go. Alright, sorry about that. I made a poll on my what's it called? Community tab. So you can go vote on that if you want. Yeah. Man, sometimes I wish that I had stayed with VTubing initially. Because here's the thing. I started VTubing in 2020. That was actually the first time I did anything VTuber related. Oops, wrong tool. And that particular persona of mine is like dead in the water and it'll never come back. It's not like my Muppet persona where it's like, you know, oh, maybe, you know, it's pretty cute, I might, like, no, this one is gone, it's dead to me. By no fault of its own, really, it's just that it reminds me of a bad time in my life. But, you know, I had a pretty like decent following with that VTubing account, but I was very much playing a character, and it was exhausting, so I ended up giving that one up, mostly because I just wanted to be me, and I'm a lot more me now. I'm a lot more me now, and I'm a lot less successful, but that's okay. Kind of. I do kind of miss getting attention for everything that I posted, but that's okay. But the big reason that I kind of miss the early days of VTubing, quote unquote, is mostly that it was so goddamn easy to get a 3D model then. You could find so many people that were selling them for real cheap. And they weren't even like, it wasn't even like, oh, they're just doing it in V-Road or whatever. It was like a real, like, an honest to God, like, really well done, like, from scratch model. And I just think about that because I think, like, how do I word this? I think it would be really fun if you guys could, like, see my body movements a little bit better, you know what I mean? And I know part of it is because I did a really shitty job with rigging my model. But part of it I feel like is also, that there's only so much movement you can do with the live 2D models. I mean, I say that, but the more the technology advances and the more people figure out loopholes and stuff, the more people get to do like a bunch of cool shit. So, you know, maybe that's not the best example. The best example. But like, you know, I don't know. There is a part of me that's like sad that I didn't do a better job at my my model, and also sad that I didn't take the chance when I had it to get an affordable model. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I don't know if it makes any sense. I never know if I make any sense. I would do another Ernest impression, but I feel like OBS would crash again. So I don't want to risk it. Okay. We're getting through it. There's... how many left for this character? There is 1, 2, 3, 4 more things that I gotta draw for this guy. By the way, I didn't mention it earlier, but I am taking commissions, if that is something that interests you. You should be able to, on my, in the YouTube description thing, not the description for this video, but the bio section, I guess, for my channel, you should be able to see my Ko-Fi there, or Ko-Fi, or whatever, coffee? I don't know. You should be able to see that, and there I have a bunch of listings for different types of commissions that you could commission me for. So, you know, while I'm in this really bad financial situation, you could help me out with a little commission. Or, you know, just, like, tell somebody that you think would want that. Thank you. That is my, that is the only, selling out I will be doing of my, my Ko-Fi. Because I feel really bad sitting here begging for money. So, that's all you'll get. Let me hurt. I feel like every single time I take a drink, it's got like a terrible sound to it, but let's be honest, it's probably the me setting the glass down that makes a much worse sound. I bet you I'll look back on the VOD for this and I'll be like, oh, fuck, I set the glass down. What did I do that for? Yeah. this is not doing too bad. I think I'm doing a pretty decent job with this little guy. So far. I think we're doing okay. Ugh. Shows me. Sorry, I took a bite of my pizza. I don't want it to just sit there. Alright. I don't like that expression. It's hard to map out a cat's face. He's got like... He's got his head tilted that way, but I want him to tilt it that way. So how do I... Hang on. There. It's a trick I learned. I don't know where, but I learned it. Here we go. Much better. I'm taking another bite of my pizza. Don't make fun of me. Alright. I'm looking at it. I kind of want to droop his ears down a little bit. Oh my god, I'm making the grossest fucking noise. I really hope my microphone isn't picking this up. This is why I put my microphone all the way over there. Oh, gross. I just realized the absolute irony of me being like, oh, it's so gross the sounds I'm making. My fucking character is a botfly. Like, I just realized the irony of that. Okay. That's pretty good. Did I? Yes, I did. I put his whiskers. Oh, I hear my cat. I always have her on screen because I think it's really cute to have a little drawing buddy and gaming buddy. But also just because I spent a lot of time making that little asset of her, and I think it's cute to have her around. Actually, I don't know if you can see it all that well. There, you can kind of see from there her tail is like doing a little twitchy too. It took me a little bit of time to set that up, but it was definitely worth it. She's super cute. And now I'm looking over and I can see her flopping in real life. Such a cutie. I have the cutest little kitty cat in the whole world. And I know it. I've seen a lot of kitty cats. There, kind of flatten his fur a little bit so he looks a little more convincingly sad. I really like drawing character expressions. It's really fun. The only problem with it is usually you have to draw a character consistently, and I'm not very good at that. Oh my god! I just looked over at my cat and she's freaking flopped over, belly exposed, rubbing at her ear. Foot in the air. Oh my lord, she is the cutest little kitty cat in the whole world. I can see her little chinny chin chin from here. It's so cute. She's like all black. I mean, mostly all black. She's a tortoiseshell, so she's got a lot of orange too, but she's like all black, and then her little chin is just entirely orange. It's just the cutest little thing. It always makes her look like she's pouting. It's so cute. It's so cute, man. Oh my god. She's adorable. My little baby over there. My little Clara. Oh. Itsy bitsy baby. Once I get more accustomed to Streamlabs and how it works, I'm gonna set up a thing that you guys can redeem so you can pet Clara whenever you want. The little Clara on screen I put. She rolled over. She's adorable. Yeah, if you randomly hear bells jingling, that's her. We had to put the freaking bell on her because she's like mostly black, right? So you're like having a good time in the dead of darkness. Just a real nice night. And then all of a sudden, a cat just comes careening at you with no warning. That's why we had to put the bell on her. That, and I also just wanted to give her a tag. So that if she ever gets lost outside, somebody can call for me. I know most cats are chipped lately, but I don't actually know if she ever got chipped, and I've never had the funds to go check. So. But she's been very healthy, so we haven't really had to go to a vet in a bit. But I really should think about it. She's getting up there in age. She's gonna- oh my god. She was born in frickin' 2014. She's an old lady now. What the hell? She acts spry, but she's like getting up there. For a little kitty cat? I mean, I know cats can live to be like fucking 30 years old if you really are careful with it, but most of the cats that I've had have aged up to about like 15, and that's when stuff really starts to go down, you know? Although Boots lasted for a really long time. Boots, she was the cat I had for Clara. And she freaking lasted so goddamn long. She outlasted both of the dogs that we got after her. Which is sad, she was really good buddies with them. She loved dogs. She hated other cats, but... It was very funny when I, brought Clara home. And, Boots just, like, looked at her and she was like, what the fuck is this? She was all incensed. She did not like Clara. But hey, Clara is a nice, friendly girl. She's doing good. And hopefully she's gonna make friends with the roommate's cat. I know she's been trying. She's very curious. She's never been a very aggressive cat either. She's just a little sweet pea. Actually, one of the cats that I label as one of my favorite cats in this game is one of my favorites because she is so much like Clara. It's insane, and she's a tortoiseshell. So, like, I see her in the game, and I'm like, oh my god, that's my baby. That's my baby. That's my girl. If you're wondering why I keep turning that specific layer off whenever I have to do the ears and stuff, it's because eyes bad. My eyes are bad. I need to get my vision checked. I'm gonna very briefly move some stuff around here because my neck is starting to hurt from craning it down, so I'm gonna move my tablet screen over here, like this. And then that will put a little bit less pressure on my neck. Just moving a couple things around. There we go. I probably should have been streaming like this from the get-go. Because it's gonna be a little bit, easier to see my face this way. Right? Oh, you know what? I'm looking at OBS, I'm way too low. Yeah. There we go. That was crazy. You got to see in real time how slow my mouth reacts to what I am doing, like, physically. That's crazy. That's what happens when you get brain damage, kids. I don't know if it was actually brain damage. I just had, like, a traumatic head thing happen to me. There we go. I say traumatic, but like, it wasn't that traumatic. Well, okay. It was, physically speaking, yes, traumatic. Mentally, it was like nothing. Kind of. The actual act of me getting hurt was nothing. Me having to experience the horrors of the Canadian healthcare system. That put me through something. But that was kind of tangentially related. Like, it could have been anything that got me in there. But it just so happened to be a traumatic incident in which I ripped my head open, so... That's fun. I don't know if I ever told that story on here. I freaking... When I was a teenager, I was one of those, I was one of those kids that, like, my limbs did not cooperate with me no matter how much I tried. So I would just, like, stumble and, like, oops. I would just, like, stumble all of the time. And it was very often in ways that, like, I'm a very, like, fragile person physically. So, you know, falls, I tend to get hurt pretty bad. I've broken a lot of bones. I've had all kinds of injuries. In that particular moment, I tripped in my awkward teenage body, and I landed in just the right way that I landed. We had these, like, these bar stools, right? And they had, like, these kind of square legs. And, you know, the way that I had landed was just the right way where, like, I caught, like, the edge of that, like, square leg. So it just kind of, like, it just, like, ripped through my head. And it didn't even hurt. Like, it didn't even hurt. I didn't even feel it. I only realized that something was wrong when I touched my head and felt something sticky, and then I looked and I saw blood, and I was like, oh no. So obviously, tell my parents, hospital visit. And then, the fun part of about this story is that I was, like, it wasn't, like, the worst kind of bleeding ever, right? It was, like, it was a pretty small cut, but it was still, like, bleeding heavily enough that, like, I came in and the nurses were like, yeah, you'll have to get stitches, so, you know, just wait for the doctor to come in, and he'll give you stitches, and then it'll be fine. So we did that, and I distinctly remember this. We ended up waiting 10 hours in there, like, waiting for a doctor to come in. And I distinctly remember, because I remember, like, each hour my parents were, like, so angry. Like, they were just... I've never seen my parents that angry before. They were just so mad that, like, nobody was coming to see me and check up on me. And it was quite literally nobody. Like, nurses didn't come in to, like, check on me. And, like, I didn't get any offers of, like, oh, do you want water? Do you want food? Or, like, anything. There was even a moment that I remember where I had bled so much on the nice white pillow that they had on the table there, that it was becoming really uncomfortable to put my head on. So I flipped it over to the other side, and that side, it was such a long wait that side ended up being soaked with blood too by the time somebody came to see me. By the time somebody came to see me, the fucking guy walks in, eating a fucking sandwich like nothing's wrong, and he didn't even put the goddamn sandwich down. He fucking sits down and he's like, alright, let's stitch you up. Didn't even, like, start with anything. Didn't even go, like, oh, are you okay? Like, how is your head feeling? Like, yada yada. No, nothing. He just fucking walks in, eating a sandwich, and he goes, oh, let's stitch you up. And he fucking stitches me up. Didn't drop his goddamn sandwich once. And then that was it. I was stitched up and I left. And then fucking when I got the stitches taken out at a later date, it was by a completely different person. And when I went in to get the stitches out, dude looked at the stitches and he said out loud in front of me, the person who has the stitches, he was like, oh man, I don't know how this didn't get infected. I'm like, huh? What do you mean? What do you mean you don't know how it didn't get infected? What are you talking about? So yeah, that was one of my fondest memories of dealing with the Canadian healthcare system. Waiting 10 hours to get my head stitched open, bleeding all over a pillow. Guy walks in eating a fucking sandwich. Goddamn asshole. I'm still mad about that to this day. I still think about that and I'm still like, how the fuck, like what kind of audacity do you have to be a goddamn doctor? Looking at a teenager who's like bleeding pretty profusely. It's like not profusely enough to be like life-threatening, but it's still like an alarming amount of blood, you know? Like, people don't realize just how much crazy amounts of blood there are in people. And so, like, even a small, like, head wound, it bleeds a ton. I'm sitting there bleeding so much, and this motherfucker walks in like it's a regular goddamn Tuesday. Oh my god, it pissed me off so much. Ay, ay, ay. Anyways, yeah, that's my traumatic head injury story. I have a bunch of other, like, medical shit going on with me, but, like, I don't have any other, stories that are quite that caliber of just, like, what the hell was even going on in this practice, do you know what I mean? But I have had a lot of, like, bad experiences with doctors, so... Kind of explains why I haven't seen one in a bit, but I probably should because I'm having a lot of issues again. But I don't want to because they're all gonna be assholes to me. They're just gonna wave it away and be like, oh, you know, women and their hormones, right? It's like, okay, man, cool, sure, alright. It's not like I had to be convinced to come here to begin with anyways. That's the worst part about it, I think, is like, you either get a doctor that, like, doesn't give a shit, walks in eating a sandwich to fucking stitch your head back up. Or you get the kind of person who still doesn't give a shit, but in, like, in the way that is just, like, you can tell the only reason they don't give a shit is because they see that I have tits. And it's like, alright, man. Okay, I see how it is. It's very frustrating. But I mean, who hasn't had a couple woes about the healthcare system they live under? Ugh. I might be able to finish this guy by the end of the stream. Speaking of, I think we've been gone for almost 2 hours. So I think I can go on for a little bit longer. Here we go. I like that every time I gotta draw this guy's head, I gotta do like a helmet. It's funny. There we go. If you're wondering why I keep bringing in that the neutral picture for this guy, it's mostly because I want to make sure that it's like mostly even. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want the body types to be, like, consistent throughout each of the character sprites. That's a better way to say it. It does look very funny that I have to draw like a helmet shape for him. Friggin' helmet head. Oh. Heard a noise. Everything good over there, Claire? Sounded like the neighbors. But I don't know if it was the neighbors or not. Could be my roommates. That's crazy. I live with roommates now. That's nuts. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna need to grab this guy's little thingy thing. Let me just yoink. Put that right there. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. I always just go and grab the little thingy. From one of the other portraits that I've already done because I'm lazy and I don't want to do it again. I always like doing the surprised ones because A, surprised expressions are fun. And B, I really like doing the little, you know? little that. There we go. Drawing is fun. Been doing a lot of it though, and my back is starting to hurt. So I think after this one, I might call it. I wanted to finish all of this guy's sprites, so that would have been fun. But my back is starting to hurt. I'm a goddamn oldie. Can't be streaming for like 5 or 6 hours. That'd be crazy. I don't know how people do it, by the way. Like, I barely have enough yapping material to talk through like one stream. Let alone like have multiple streams where it's like 6 hours long. It's like, how do you do it, man? How do these people do it? It's crazy. I guess the more they do it, the like easier it gets, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know. Man, it's gonna be awesome when my model is like properly rigged. I briefly came into possession of money. I briefly had a job. But I lost like an idiot very soon afterwards. But like I used some of that money to spruce up the streams, obviously, as you can see from the overlays and everything. But one of the things that I paid for was a rig for my model, a better rig for my model. And I didn't give them a time frame to finish it at. I explicitly told them, like, take your time. I don't have a deadline, so just, like, do whatever. And, you know, just work on it, make sure that you really pour your heart into it, and then I'll be happy, you know? And so I don't know when exactly it's gonna come, but I do know that somebody's working on my rig right now, and I won't name any names yet because I don't want to, like, I don't know. I feel like that's rude. Like, we haven't discussed if that's, like, okay, and I don't want to just, like, pop in and be like, hey, can I, like, talk about it on my stream? Like, I feel like that would be really mean and rude to do, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna out this person as my my model rigger. I don't know what the VTuber term for that is. I'm, like, so bad at VTubing. I'll be honest with you, because, like, there's very much a VTubing culture. And I try my best to, like, fit into it as much as I can. Like, I try to fit where I can. I don't mind putting silly little emojis in my descriptions and stuff, you know? But, you know, just in general, I feel like... How do I word it? How do I word this thought that I have? Hang on, give me a minute. Yeah, I feel like in general I have a much harder time fitting into the VTubing sphere because a lot of it is stuff that stuff that, like, just doesn't, like, jive with me. Do you understand? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's like... When I first started VTubing, when I had that original character in 2020, I was, you know, balls deep in everything. I was like, I was gonna do everything that you needed to do to be a VTuber at that moment. And, you know, the landscape has changed quite a bit. And some of the terminology has changed quite a bit. You know, there's a lot of new terms that I don't understand. I still don't really get what an Oshi is. I don't really know what... I understand that the emojis are the Oshi mark, but I don't understand what that means. Because I still don't understand what an Oshi is. There's all kinds of stuff that, like, naturally formed from the years that I was away from VTubing that I just don't understand. And at this point in my life, I'm not particularly, like, enthused to learn about any of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not that I am like, oh, I'm not like those other VTubers, I'm better and special, you know? Like, that's not true. But there's just a lot that I guess I don't understand. And I'm not very, shy about saying that, like, hey, I just don't really get this stuff, and I'm not really gonna, you know, do any of it because I don't really get it. And that's very much been how I've approached this new attempt at VTubing. Because the first time I did it, I wanted to be the most VTuber of VTubers ever. And it, like, ate at me. It destroyed me. I did not have a good sense of self then. Um, and I mean, I say that it's not like I have like a super strong sense of self now. Um, but I definitely have a stronger idea of who I am as a person now than I did when I first started VTubing in 2020. And so like now I have a I don't know, now I have a harder time learning everything than I did before. And part of it is really because I just don't have that drive anymore. I don't have that, like, I need to be the best VTuber ever, and thus I need to do this and this and this and this and this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just kind of fucking around now. And now that I'm in it, I'm just like, I don't know, like, this is the dream that I had, you know? This is everything I wanted in 2020, which is, you know, an audience and a platform. And, you know, I've got it now, and it's like, damn, I'm still not happy. Damn, you mean to tell me that VTubing didn't, like, cure my depression? I don't know. I don't know what I'm yapping about at this point. I guess what I'm trying to say is, anybody can VTube. And you don't have to, get into all that, like, fancy stuff to be a VTuber. And I know that people are gonna come in expecting certain things from me as a VTuber. But it's not my obligation to give you all that stuff. I'm never gonna have a fucking, ooh, I'm doing it. I know my model has big boobs, but do you know why my model has big boobs? It's because I have big boobs. And I feel weird representing myself without them, because they're a part of me, and they are, you know, they're part of my anatomy. And it's like, people see it and they're automatically like, oh, that's the drawing the, like, titties out or whatever, and it's like, man, I hate that. If I see anybody drawing me with my tits out, I'm gonna be so mad. I don't want to see that shit. You can do that. Don't get me wrong, if you want to do that, go for it. I can't stop you. But fucking keep that shit to yourself. I don't want to see it. You do that on your own time. And then that I think that was part of it too, was like, there is very much a culture in VTubing of like, if you have a certain type of model, you have to be a certain way. And so, you know, me with my big titty bug girl model, the assumption would be, oh, yeah, this is like a girl that's like gonna be like being drawn in like lewd pictures on the beach or whatever, and like my bikini is like really small, and it's like, oh wow, look at those big titty boobies, and it's like, okay. I'm not interested in that kind of thing. And maybe that makes me a bad VTuber. But I don't care, because I like that I can do VTubing now in a way that is, like, representative of myself without having to, like, act a certain part. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if any of the shit that I talk about makes sense. Ugh, my back's starting to hurt. Ugh. It's alright, I can power through. I'll finish this guy and then we'll call it for a stream, eh? Eventually I'll get more used to longer streams, I think. I just gotta get into the habit of doing them more. I really should think about maybe having like a weekly schedule or something. That might be something. I think that would be something that, well, I don't know. Because on the one hand, I feel like if I had a weekly schedule, it could, you know, you guys wouldn't be surprised by all of these surprise streams that I've been doing. Like this one or the End of Dream Barbecue one. But then, like, at the same time, I feel like... I don't know, I feel like if I have, like, a stream schedule, I feel like doing that might, like, scare me into inaction. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I give myself a strict schedule to follow like that, there's a very good chance that I will see that and then I will dread it. You know what I mean? And I don't want to dread streaming. I really like it. And I don't want to do something that might jeopardize how much I like it. Do you know what I mean? I say do you know what I mean way too much. Say that shit so goddamn much. I really am earnest. Okay, we didn't, like, lose OBS in that a little bit. Okay. I just wanted to check because, you know, the last time I got all, you know, sentimental and emotional, OBS was like, nope, and it fucking it nuked everything. Do I want to do one more? I want to keep drawing, but, like, my back is killing me. But I kind of want to do one more. Because really, the only ones left that I have to do are the thinking portrait and then the special portrait, which the special portraits have just been completely freehand for me. Like, I'm not basing them off of a pose like I am with the other ones. So I could just finish it off with the thinking one. I don't know, man. I'll do it. Fuck it. I don't have anything else to do. Whatever. I can do one more. And if I get this done, at the very least, it'll mean one less for me to do later. Stream continues. There we go, that's better. Sometimes I erase this line, and then sometimes I'm lazy and I don't. But I just want to make sure that it actually looks good. Yeah, it do. Most characters I draw have like a nice round head that I can work off of, and then this fucking guy is just like dome. Oh, I know why my cat's acting all weird. I've noticed her like running up and down the stairs, and she's like looking at the doorways and stuff, and I'm like, what's the matter with her? Like internally, I'm like, what's wrong with her? She's missing my boyfriend right now. he's gonna be late because of Anime North. He's working it, so no, that's too. There we go. That's better. He'll be back later, Clara. It's okay. It's always hard whenever he has a business trip. She's always like struggling to understand why he's gone. Poor baby. Alright, there we go. Whoops! Whoops! Wrong layer! Okay. It's alright, I'll go stretch my legs a little bit after this. You guys make sure to take care of yourselves too, like physically, because it is not fun to be as emotionally and physically fragile as I am. You gotta pick one. And we all know that emotionally is the much more common choice for fragility. So. Sorry if you see the model moving around, by the way. I keep like fucking around with my thing here. Whoops! I clicked a button. Oh no, what happened? Oh god, I fucked up my thing. Steez. We good now? There we go. That's what I get for clicking. Boop. Ow, jeez. Oh my god. I barely even did anything. I hurt myself. That's... Don't be like me. Take care of your physical form, because you only get one. And yes, I know it's unfortunate that the one that you get isn't a fuzzy little kitty cat. But we can only deal with the cards that we were dealt with. Just, you know, enjoy the body you have now and take care of it. Because otherwise, you're gonna end up like me. You do not want to end up like me. God, I hope my microphone is still picking me up okay. It, like, I keep looking at the thing and it looks like it's picking me up fine. But it would be really, really embarrassing if, like, this whole time I've been yapping and, like, none of it's been picking up. Like, that would be really embarrassing. A lot of the streaming stuff that I do is really just, God, I hope this works. It's just a lot of that. I picked a nice, easy cat to work on today for this stream. Garlic doesn't have too many colors to him, so he's a lot easier to work on. Some of these cats are gonna give me trouble. I can definitely see Ember and Spark giving me trouble. Because they're tabbies. And tabbies have a lot of stripies. And even my beautiful beloved Buttercup will probably also give me trouble. But I'll deal with it because she's a tortie and I love torties. Torties are amazing. Torties are the best. Torties are the best kitty cat in the world. There is no type of kitty cat that is better than a tortoiseshell. I said it. It's on the record. It's in the history books. Alright. Oh my god, even as my back is breaking and my butt is going numb. My silliness does not waver. Probably gonna do like a second sad sprite for the special. Because the special portrait isn't actually used in any cat's like dialogue, but it's a bonus one for if you want to do like any edits and then like add them to their dialogue stuff. So I've been going through each of the characters and like giving them fitting special sprites. Maybe I'll maybe once I'm done with this guy here, I'll show off some of the special sprites I've finished, just so you can get a look at what I've been doing for each of them. I just realized literally right now as I am finishing up drawing this freaking cat, that I gave him the exact same eyes as one of my main OCs. They're both just depressed, sad, wet little boys. Just kittens standing in the rain, looking all sad. And pathetic. Oh, his freaking eyeliner. Have I been forgetting the eyeliner in these? Oh my god, I'm gonna be so mad if I did. I probably did. Knowing me, I probably did. No. Okay, oh, thank god. It's just this one. Can't forget his guyliner. Why'd I say that like Kermit the Frog? No. God, freaking every man in the world can do a good to decent Kermit the Frog impression, except for my boyfriend, who does a killer Goofy. Literally impeccable Goofy. It's insane. And he whips it out at the worst possible times. I don't think I need to elaborate on that. That was a bad noise I made with my throat there when I laughed. Whip? Whip? My hands are starting to shake now too. Oh, whoops, I forgot that. This first. I might be all talked out. I don't know what else to talk about right now. I'm just trying to focus on finishing this because my butt is going numb. It's going numb in this chair. So I'm trying not to think too much about how numb my butt is. Okay. One more shading and then the hair highlight. We're done. Oof. I always really like shading like this. It's very fun. You just kind of look at the parts where you're like, oh, shadows could hit that, and then you just do a fun little swoop on it. It's very fun. It's kind of relaxing too. It's like, I don't know, the way my hand moves as I do it, it feels good. I don't know how to describe it in words. Feels good. Use more mud. Okay, yeah. There we go. And we're done! We finished one little guy. Woohoo! I think that's a pretty good progress for one stream. Before I log off here, I'll show you some of the special sprites that I did. The unique ones for the characters. So, this guy is the botanist, the flower guy, and he's got like all kinds of like flowers and weeds, and like he like sells you seeds and stuff at a shop. He's like the guy that's like, oh, the gardener. So I figured, smelling little flowers, I figured that was fitting. What's next? This gal is kind of a mischievous, like meanie, kind of a bully. So I figured that like kind of this like kind of playful, kind of mean-looking snarl was gonna be a good use of her special sprite. And I am using, I should mention, I'm using like he and her to refer to these characters. They don't have like official genders, and the game like treats them gender neutrally. I just have my own personal headcanons. Let's see. This guy is very like thoughtful and kind of quiet, kind of I don't know, he's just like kind of a quiet dude, so I figured like a kind of a quieter, like thinking look was pretty fitting for him. Let's see. Special for this character. They're kind of, a little shy, a little bit. They're not the shyest, but they're a little shy, so I figured it would be kind of cute if I did like a little like, oh, they're looking away because, you know, like they're feeling so shy, you know? And then in contrast, their sister gets a big old happy smile because she's a silly little thing and likes to play pranks and stuff. Oh, this one was fun. This character is very fun. They're kind of a collector of oddities, and they're very strange, and like they like intentionally talk in a very like weird and kind of esoteric way. And so I thought it would be really fun for the special sprite to be like the little like sparkling eye, like, ooh, you found something for my collection? Oh, fun! They're a very fun character. I think it's so cute that they're like, oh, we have like cats. What kind of cats are we gonna have? Oh, you know, we're gonna have tabbies and, you know, yada yada yada, all these like different kinds of cats. And then bam, hairless cat who's a weirdo. It's great. This one is nice. This is one of the returning characters from the first game, because some of the characters are brand new and some of them are returning from the first game. He's one of the ones that is returning from the first game. And the whole thing about him is like he doesn't like trust very easily. And he's kind of traumatized from the loss of his old colony, because like something kind of bad happened to it. So he's a little bit traumatized. He doesn't really like trust easily, and at the start of the game he doesn't trust you all that much. But you know, as you become like closer friends and stuff, he like kind of opens up a little bit, and he's a little more willing, you know, to be open with you. So I figured like a kind of a shy, like blushy, like, oh, I'm like kind of opening up to you, kind of like would fit this guy. Did I make any others yet? Yes, I did. There's one more. This character, whose design I love, by the way. She was so fun to draw. Her whole thing is that she's kind of a gossip, and she kind of like, she likes hearing about like what everyone's doing in the colony, and so she'll like butt her nose in where it isn't wanted and stuff. So I figured like a little sprite of her like whispering, kind of like, oh, like I heard this about this guy, can you believe it? Like, I figured that would be fitting for her. So yeah, I think I'll do off stream, I'll finish Garlic's sprites, and I'll probably give him like a maybe kind of a sad looking one, because he is kind of a sad character. He's a bit like depressed. So I figured that would be quite fitting for him. And then I think the next time I do a art stream like this, I think I'd like to do another character, because I feel like this was a lot of fun, and I got a lot done here today. Just, you know, having an audience and knowing that, like, oh, people are watching me, I should, you know, finish what I started. You know? Oh, I'll deal with that later. Yeah, so this was a lot of fun. It was a ton of fun having everybody here. Really nice to hang out and stream again. It's just been like, I don't know, it's been hard to get myself motivated to... What's the word? Stream more, I guess. But, you know, I'm trying to get more into it. And I feel like if I do more art streams like this, it would be a lot easier for me to get back into it. So that's hopefully the plan is me getting back into this and you know, streaming a little bit. Do I have anything else to say? I don't know if I do. My butt is really hurting. That's all I have to say. That's what I'll leave you off on, is my butt is hurting. So, you know, go stretch. And yeah, this was a fun stream, and I'll have to do another one soon. Yeah. I think that's it. See you guys later.